母语学习法的学习素材要有3个特点：一、使用的素材要足够简单；二、必须要包含情景，而不是孤立的记忆单词或者语法；三、需要大量聆听和模仿，制造沉浸的语言环境。所以我做了这个根据电影改编的英文故事来给大家练习听力。我们开始吧。
Chuck was a man who was always busy. He worked for a company that sent packages all over the world. Time was very important to him. He always had to be on time. He had a woman he loved very much named Kelly. They were very happy. One day around Christmas time, Chuck had to go on a big airplane for his job. Kelly, the woman he loved, was sad to see him go. She gave him a special watch that her grandfather used to have, with her picture inside. He promised he would be right back, but something terrible happened. The airplane flew into a big storm and it fell out of the sky into the big water with a big crash. When Chuck woke up, he was all alone, pushed by the waves onto a tiny island. There were no people, no houses, no stores, just sand, trees, and the big empty ocean all around. He was scared and felt very small. "Hello?" he called out, his voice shaky. "Is anyone there?" But no one answered. He missed Kelly so much and his heart hurt. Days went by. Chuck was hungry and thirsty. He learned that he could break open coconuts to drink the water inside. He tried to catch fish, but it was very hard. Some boxes from the airplane washed onto the island. Inside one, he found some ice skates. Inside another, he found a white ball, a volleyball. He kept one package with a picture of angel wings on it, but he did not open it. He felt so lonely. One day he cut his hand, and blood went on the white ball. It looked a little like a face. Chuck drew more of a face on it. He named the ball Wilson. "Well, Wilson," Chuck said, his voice raspy from not talking, "it looks like it's just you and me now." Wilson, of course, said nothing, but Chuck felt a little bit better. He sat next to Wilson. "We need to find more water, Wilson, and food, lots of food." Chuck talked to Wilson all the time. Wilson was his only friend. Chuck knew he had to be strong. He learned how to make a spear with a stick. "See, Wilson," he'd say, holding up a fish. "Dinner." He even had a very bad toothache and had to pull his own tooth out using part of an ice skate. It hurt so much. One of the hardest things was making fire. He tried and tried. Come on," Chuck grunted, rubbing the sticks together, sweat dripping down his face. He looked at Wilson. "We need this fire, Wilson. We really do. Or we'll be eating cold fish forever." After many tries, a tiny flame finally appeared. "Look, Wilson, look!" Chuck shouted, his face bright with joy. "We did it! We have fire!" He danced around the small flame, laughing. 4 long years went by. Chuck's hair grew long and his beard grew long. He was thin. He always kept Kelly's special watch with him. He would look at her picture. "I'm still here, Kelly," he'd whisper to the picture. "I haven't given up." One day, a big piece of plastic wall washed onto the beach. It gave Chuck an idea. "What do you think, Wilson?" Chuck asked, poking the plastic with a stick. "Could that be our sail? Could that get us out of here?" Wilson just sat there, but Chuck nodded. "Yeah, I think so too. We have to try." He could build a raft, a kind of boat, and use the plastic as a sail. He worked for many days, tying logs together. He put Wilson carefully on the raft. "Don't worry, buddy," Chuck said, patting Wilson. "We'll do this together, you and me." He waited for the wind to be just right, and then he sailed out onto the big ocean. It was very dangerous. Big waves crashed over the raft. A huge storm came. Chuck held on tight, but then the worst thing happened. Wilson fell off the raft and into the water. Wilson! Chuck screamed, his voice breaking. Hang on, I'm coming for you, Wilson. He tried to paddle back with his hands, but the little ball floated further and further away. Wilson, I'm sorry, Wilson. Chuck cried and cried. He felt like he had lost his best friend in the whole world. He felt all alone again. He wanted to give up, but he kept floating. And then, one morning, a giant ship saw him. They rescued him. Chuck finally came home. He was so happy to see people and eat real food and sleep in a soft bed. But a lot of time had passed. He went to see Kelly. His heart was beating so fast. But Kelly thought he was gone forever. She was very sad for a long time, but then she had to move on with her life. Now Kelly was married to someone else and had a little girl. Seeing Kelly again was happy and sad all at once. They still loved each other, but things were different. She gave him back his old car keys. They talked for a long time, and it was very hard for both of them. He knew she had to stay with her new family. Chuck still had that one package with the angel wings on it that he never opened. He decided to take it to the address written on the box. It was a house far away, in a place with lots of open land. The woman who lived there wasn't home. He left the package by her door with a note that said, "This package saved my life." Then, Chuck was driving his car and came to a place where 4 dirt roads met. He didn't know which way to go. Just then, a friendly woman in a truck stopped. It was the woman from the house with the angel wings. She smiled and told him which way each road went. As she drove away, Chuck saw she had the same angel wings painted on the back of her truck. He looked down the road she had taken, and a little smile came to his face. He didn't know where he was going next, but maybe, just maybe, things would be all right.
你太棒了，你学完了全部内容，你离英语自由又近了一步，下个视频见。